World Series rematch.
Those last two games at the Rogers Center, Games 6 and 7, were two of the most epic playoff World Series games.
Those Canadians, they can't wait to boo every one of those Dodgers.
Max Scherzer pacing as always until he gets the go-ahead, the thumbs up, that it is time to take the field. Good luck getting him to sit still at a moment like this. He came back to compete. He came back to pitch in games like this, and it's no accident, Joe, that the Blue Jays line things up for Scherzer, Gausman, and Cease to pitch in this series. Shohei Ohtani, who had such a great World Series offensively, hit .333, hit some home runs, got on base 9 times in the 18-inning game. And as much as the fans here and everywhere respect him, I think he's going to get welcomed rather unceremoniously. That's what you call a lane. Off the end of the bat to center field, and that ball is going to be caught by a sliding Dalton Varsho.
A 3-1 to Kyle Tucker. Taken upstairs, ball 4. First base runner for LA.
And the only Dodger to get a majority amount of cheers in the pregame festivities is now digging in. It's the former Blue Jay Teoscar Hernandez.
Hernandez lifts a fly ball down the left field line. If it's fair, it's got a chance. It's gone. Teoscar Hernandez opens the scoring with a 2-run blast. Flashbacks for Max Scherzer, Game 3 last year at Dodger Stadium.
That one a fastball, this one tonight a breaking ball, and it looked like Teo recognized it early and slowed his swing down tonight just to meet it. It wasn't a powerful swing, it was a well-timed swing, perfectly on the barrel.
We saw Robleski pitch in relief in his season debut 1 week ago. He was 1 pitch away from having a spotless 4 innings.
And that's high, a leadoff walk for Springer. Here's Guerrero, who hit his first home run of the season on Saturday. You can see solid numbers, a good average. He's taking his walks, and he hits it a long way to the opposite field. Caught at the wall by Tucker. Springer is back in time as Guerrero hit it right to the wall, but a good play made by Tucker. Robleski pumped up, a foot, maybe 2 away from at least being an extra base hit off the wall. And he pulls a base hit through the left side. Springer up to second.
You get a guy like Robleski that's throwing a lot of fastballs. You look for it, and if you get it, hit it hard. That's exactly what he did.
2 on, 2 out, and it's the almost hero, Ernie Clement. You can still put the hero label on him with what he did through the postseason, setting a record 30 hits.
Little looper right center. It's going to drop. Springer around third and in to score, and the Blue Jays have their first run of the night.
Ernie just gets hits, keeps getting hits. He finds a little spot in shallow right center field, and that is a big 2-out base hit with a runner in scoring position.
Bases loaded, second walk of the inning, 3 straight 2-out base runners.
I think this visit is about don't be so fine. Your stuff is good enough. Yeah, they hit 1 ball hard. The blooper beat you. But the main thing that's beating you right now are deep counts and walks.
Robleski deal, Straw grounds one towards the middle. Kim takes it himself and ends the inning.
We have a development. This is moments ago. Max Scherzer, John Schneider, conversation, handshake. For whatever the reason it may be, Scherzer is out of the game after 2 innings. This is from the top of the first inning after he struck out Freddie Freeman on a fastball at about 91. He looks into the dugout. I'm okay. Now, was that 100% about the fact that the velocity was down? We don't know for sure.
He's dealing with little forearm tendonitis. I want to say very but fairly to quite fairly confident he'll make his next start, and that was kind of the thinking in taking him out.
Well, one of the million things that happened in that Game 7 was between these two guys, where it looked like Jimenez tried to get hit on one pitch, sort of stuck his hand out, and the next pitch actually did get hit by Robleski. And the bench is cleared.
The hitter is yelling, throw the ball over the plate, come on. And the pitcher is yelling, I didn't try to hit you. What are you reacting like that for? Go stand on first base.
To right center field. Pages is shaded to left center, but he gets there easily. Blue Jays feel cursed. Max Scherzer has left the game after 2 innings. Jays already have 4 starting pitchers on the injured list. And now Scherzer leaves after 2 innings, and the crowd just getting wind of this. Dribbled in front of the plate and a throwaway. Ohtani's going to turn the corner and go to second. More sloppy Blue Jays defense. A lot of that has been the pitchers in their fielding. And so Fleming will fit right in with that. Grounder down the line, picked by Vlad Jr. He'll shovel it off to Fleming, who beats Tucker. Up to third goes Ohtani.
Freeman is 0 for 1 today with a swinging strikeout, but he's also Major League Baseball's active hits leader.
They'll probably be careful with him, even with Teoscar standing on deck.
Well, he certainly keeps going into these lefties with that sinker, and he's making sure he gets it in there. Same thing with Freddie Freeman. You better make sure it's in or in off.
3-2 comes home. Freeman drills a ball in the air, right center field. How far will it go? Big man power, Freddie Freeman.
That's what I was worried about with these sinkers to the left-handed hitters, both to Tucker and then to Freeman. It looked like the game plan. They wanted to try to get it in there. Now he's going away. See, Heineman wanted it away, and he knew right away. Look at Tyler's reaction. Because he knows that if you're going away and you miss into these dangerous hitters, you could be in big trouble. And Heineman knew right away when they missed their spot, that ball's not coming back.
First 2-1 at the bottom of the order with the top coming up.
Well, that could be a very costly walk.
That also means you got to go right at Shohei Ohtani.
Ohtani hits it high in the air to right center field. Did not get all this. Varsho camped out in front of the warning track by about 15 feet. He makes the catch. Both runners tagging, and both runners advance. Ha-Seong Kim, aggressive, going from first to second. In there safely with a head first slide. Rushing goes from second to third.
And that's what you'll love to see. Take advantage of speed.
That'll draw the Blue Jay infield in again, and Kyle Tucker is up.
Now Tucker goes down to get one. Hit high in the air to right field. Carrying back. This one is on the warning track, and it's caught by Varsho. Plenty deep enough to get the job done. Rushing tags and scores. Kim tags and gets to third. Sac fly for Kyle Tucker. The Dodgers now lead 5-1.
Boy, you just really like the way the Dodgers are playing the game. You know, you get them over, you take advantage of opportunities, you take advantage of mistakes, and then you do the little things. Keep the ball off the ground, get a run in, even trade it out for a run.
And now the Dodgers have him cornered with nobody out in the fifth.
Well, the Dodgers just taking care of business when they've had the opportunity.
First and third, no outs, 5-1 Dodgers. Alex Freeland takes a big breath, as he digs in.
Freeland shoots it up the middle. Clement has it, steps on the bag, over to first for two. Run comes in, and it's 6-1.
Shohei 1 for 3 today with a base hit and a run scored. The on-base streak extended to 41.
Ohtani digs it out, sends it in the air, center field. Varsho back. It is gone to center field. Ohtani's third in 4 games on the trip.
Joe, he's a pretty good hitting pitcher.
Yeah.
We'll see him in game 3 on the mound. In game 1 here in Toronto, you get to see this.
2-on, 2-out. Andy Pages is the batter, the National League Player of the Week.
Driven to right center field by Pages. Straw and Varsho on the run. Won't get there. Pages is knocked in 2 more with a double. And the Dodgers unloading on the Blue Jays in this World Series rematch. Good times for the Dodgers in this game. They've scored in 5 of their 6 offensive innings and lead 9-1. Dalton Rushing has reached base all 3 times, 2 hits, and he was hit. And drills a ball to right center field for the second time in as many days has hit it out. Dalton Rushing with his best 2-day stretch in the big leagues. Double digits for LA again. Kim trying to use his speed to get on, and he does. Infield hit for Kim.
The 0-1 Tucker breaks his bat, sends one down the right field line, and it's a fair ball blooped over the head of Guerrero. And so Kim holds at second base. Third hit of the inning, first and second.
Freeman lifts a ball to right field and deep. Straw running back on it to the track, to the wall, and watches it hit off the wall. Kim will score. Freeman to second with a double. They're pouring it on. It's 11-1. Second extra base hit of the game for Freddie Freeman, his 5th in 4 games on the trip. And he's knocked in 9 in those 4. No big deal to have a bad week, but the games all count the same. And in what promises to be a really hotly contested American League East, you look back at the end when you're in a tight race and maybe it doesn't go your way by a game or 2. You're going to look back to getting swept by the White Sox, losing 2 of 3 to the Rockies. At that point, the excuse, well, it's early and just a slow start, that doesn't make it feel any better. That ball's pummeled to right center field. 2 more runs are going to score. Teoscar Hernandez has knocked in 4 today. 13-1. Monster day going for rushing. 3 for 3 with a home run. Cranks another. He's got a second bomb. Who is this guy? Dalton Rushing exploding. Well, it was one Dodger catcher that won the World Series the last time they were in this ballpark. He gets the rest today. And the other one goes deep twice as part of a 4-for-4 night. Well, the history of Dodgers and Blue Jays Game 7 of the World Series has been followed by a game where Tyler Heineman pitched the top of the 9th and Miguel Rojas will pitch the bottom of the 9th.
All right, bases loaded for the number 9 hitter, Andres Gimenez.
Left side, Muncy. Only play is at first. That's a tough play at him to shift those hips like that. Varsho's in to score, 14-2. And a sarcastic cheer from this crowd. Ground ball left side. Muncy's got it. Dodgers in a World Series rematch roll the Blue Jays 14-2.
What a way to keep the road trip going. The bats are hot, the pitching is solid, and they've got 2 more here in Toronto.